You ready to keep on going? All right, let's do it. So we finished on Little Wing, and we're gonna pick up on If Six Was Nine. This will probably, I've already listened to If Six Was Nine, as you know, so it's like on the Patreon, but I'm probably just gonna cut that out because I know for a fact that it's gonna be blocked. But I want us to have the complete album experience. I'm gonna listen to If Six Was Nine anyways, and yeah, there'll probably just only be like a part two to this, and that'll be it for Axis Bold as Love, and then we'll go into Electric Lady Land. I think that comes next. I have here some ginger tea, so do get your hydration. Let me take a sip, and then we'll go into it. Actually, we could just go into it right now. I don't even have the lyrics pulled up for If Six Was Nine, but that's okay. I love how it starts off like shot, like shaft, like that's what it reminds me of. Do you know? I love the song.
Sing a song. If the sun
Oh man,
refuses to shine, I don't mind.
I love this song.
I don't mind. If the mountains fill in the sea, let it be.
So good. So good.
Now if a six turned out to be nine, oh, I don't mind. Oh, I don't mind. If all the hippies cut off all their hair, oh, I don't care. Oh, I don't care.
First of all, I just want to pause and say that I absolutely love like what he's done with like the second layering of his vocals, where it sounds like he's just like whispering things. Like I love that. And I also really appreciate this line where he says, I got my own world to look through. I think again that's him doing things like he's done before, where he's kind of just larger than life, and he tends to like like add personalization. I forget that what that term is in poetry, but he tends to like personify or give a lot of things life or personality traits that would otherwise not have it. Like having your own world to look through is really interesting. It's like a different take on a world view, but also it sounds like binoculars or something, or like a telescope. It's just really interesting writing, and I feel like I will not never be surprised by his writing ability, because I honestly wasn't expecting it. People said he's a really good guitarist, and that's all I expected. But I never expected like all this wonder and like immaculate songwriting. Like it's just so surprising. I'm gonna pull it back a little bit because like this is gosh. Gosh, man. He's so good.
Now if a six turned out to be nine,
Why is he so cool? Like, why is he so cool? Like, it's really like super interesting how laid back he is, but then at the same time, I don't know how to really put it. It's like if I was like he makes me want to be him. Yeah, that's what it is. He has a lot of things about him that makes me want to be Jimi Hendrix. Like I want to adopt parts of his personality as my own. He's just really freaking cool. Really cool guy.
oh, I don't mind. Oh, I don't mind. If
All right.
all the hippies cut off all their hair, oh, I don't care. Oh, I don't care. Cause I got my own words to live through. And I ain't gonna copy you. White collar conservative flashing down the street.
Like that right there is just such good sensibilities. I feel like the abrupt stop and then the pause, and then he goes into like a monologue of sorts, which I don't think that's exactly what it was, but just so good. That's good.
White collar conservative flashing down the street, pointing their plastic finger at me. They're hoping
That's
soon
so
my
good.
plan will drop a dime, but I'm gonna wave my free flag. Hi! Wow! Wave on, wave on.
That's about that.
Fall mountains, just don't fall on me.
I love that they give the instruments room to breathe. When I first heard this too, I was kind of just like surprised by things like this. White collar conservatives and saying they're trying to kill mankind, and then I'm gonna wave my freak flag high. One of the things that's like really cool about Jimi Hendrix is the fact that he is concerned or interested in social issues and political issues, but in a way that a human being should be, because issues of the world are our problem. But then he manages to still be himself, and he manages to still approach those topics in his own way. Like he's not, like he's not wrapped up in it, which is just, I don't know. I do know. It's just a beautiful thing to witness, is all I gotta say. It's a beautiful thing to witness. And this track is so good. Like I feel like we could have sat here and listened to just this track for like 30 minutes, because it's really good. It's just really, really good. And to know that he was saying that this wasn't like, some of the sounds weren't exactly what he was hoping for, and to know that Electric Ladyland was like totally within his control is kind of blowing my mind. And the fact that If 6 Was 9 comes right after Little Wing is blowing my mind. This is such a good record. I don't really understand why people would like say this isn't like one of their favorites, because to me it's just another layer of his beautiful mind. All right, I'm gonna stop now. I just really enjoyed it. I'm enjoying it. I'm glad I decided to listen to this again. Okay, let's keep on going.
Going on, Mr. Businessman. You can't dress like me.
You can't just like me.
Fall mountains, just don't fall on me.
You see this kind of
Going
riding?
on, Mr. Businessman. You can't dress like me.
Listen to those drums. Go, Mitch. Jeez. No, man. No, man. Mitch's drumming is absolutely carrying the entire third verse. I didn't pick that up the first time, because of course now I think I'm listening with that kind of like wanting to make sure that I'm hearing what everybody is doing. Oh, that's good.
Man, you can't dress like me.
Hold on, listen. Oh,
Fall mountains, just don't fall on me. Going on, Mr. Businessman. You can't dress like me.
that's so. Yes, that's good. Oh, that's good.
I know when it's got to die, when it's time for me to die. So let me live my life the way I want to. There. Sing on, brother. Play on.
Gosh. Is it a flute or a vocalist? Well, it sounds like horses. What does that sound like? Indians or something. Or natives, more cottages. Yeah, like that to me sounded like almost like horses, and like in like I keep on saying that. I'm so sorry. I've been, it's difficult because some of these terms they become popularized and then you don't, it's hard. But natives, especially because in the movies they always say Indians, so they don't say natives. Um, like it just sounds like them on horseback making kind of like those warrior calls. Is that what's going on? That's what it sounds like. That's great. I had fun with that. Off of the Experience's second album, Axisboldaslove, this song is often interpreted as an individualist anthem that takes inspiration from the counterculturist movement of the 1960s, with the underlying conflict between the hippies and the white collar conservatives of the business world. Yeah, I see that. I see him just saying, I'm gonna be myself. So yeah. All right, let's keep on going to You Got Me Floating. I really enjoyed that. Like we could have sat here for a very long time just listening to just that and trying to like, break it down and go into different parts of what makes it special. You know, for those of us that are on Patreon, let me know if that's something that you would like for us to do more of, especially as we go into Electric Ladyland. I think, I do want to spend a lot of time on the songs, but I understand that not everybody appreciates that. But if you guys do, then I can do it for us and I could change it for like YouTube or something. Because I want to do it. Like, I want to go back and analyze every line and every sound and see what, why is it as special as it is to me, you know? But yeah, You Got Me Floating is next. Let's go for it. Chaz Chandler is doing a good job with the production here. I really like it. Hold on.
Well, you got me floating around and round. Always up, you never let me down. The amazing thing, you turn me on naturally. And I kiss you when I please. You got me floating round and round. Round and round. You got me floating every time. Touch the ceiling, baby. You got me floating naturally. You got me floating. Now you got me floating.
He's mixing a lot of things up in this. Like, whatever genre that is on the guitar is not the same as what's happening in the chorus, and it's interesting that he's mixing these things together. My mic made an appearance. Oh my! All right, let's go again. I just want to hear it again. You see? What is that?
Well, you got me floating around and round, always up, you never let me down. The amazing thing, you turn me on naturally, and I kiss you when I please. Floating round and round, hey, touch the ceiling, baby. Floating naturally. Now you got me floating across and through. You make me float right on up to you. There's only one thing I need to really get to me there. Is to hear you laugh without a care. Well, say now, hey, round and round and round. Got me floating.
I feel like what I really love about this is, I don't know, I've gotten to see him speak about his love for women. And so, when he puts this in his song, I just like, I have, like the music isn't floating around now, like in space without like a personality or an individual for it to be attached to. I feel like, especially for me, somebody who just did not live in the time that he lived, it's like, it's like the music doesn't have, it's almost because I don't know him and I'm getting to know him. So it's almost like the music doesn't really belong to anybody. But I know that doesn't make sense, but I feel like it's kind of different when you know the person, or you feel like you know the person, and you see them in a concert or something. It's like, that this isn't just a song, it's a part of them. And now that I'm getting to know him, it's like the music means something different, because I feel like when he says, like sometimes there's just something about somebody, they don't necessarily have to be pretty or anything. It's just, or, pretty in the traditional sense, but they have something that makes you want to be with them for a second or two. Like, I hear this again in this song. So yeah, it makes it special for me. Says you turn me on naturally. Oh boy, kiss you when I please. Yes. Oh my god. I need a better headphone. No man, this is good. I love this. I'm heads over heels for you. And when the day melts down, no man. No man, this is nice. I don't like this. I don't must like this. How could you not like this? This is so nice. Oh gosh. And the guitar. Oh gosh, man. Oh gosh. I love this. I love this. They put so many different melodies. Am I saying that right? Sometimes I'll say something. I always ask if I'm saying it right, because I don't have a lot of friends. So when I'm having conversations, I'm like, am I using the right words? Because I don't know. I be in my head a lot. But they had so many different like melodies and themes with the guitar, and it was kind of just it was good. It was really good. Let's listen to it again, because it was really good. No, before that. Like here. It was before this. I just have to do it. It's so good. Good.
Now your daddy's cool and your mama's no boo. They both know
That's so
I'm
good.
heads over heels for you. And when the day melts down into a sleepy red glow, that's when my desires start to show.
No man, I like this. This is great. This is great. You know how some people might say like an artist is well, they might say like an artist is like oh, they're very promiscuous or something like that. I don't feel that way about Jimi Hendrix. Like I don't feel like it's promiscuity. It feels very much like, you know, he really embraced, like at least to me it so far it seems like he embraced every aspect of himself, and so it just feels like that's just him embracing another part of himself, and he does that so well. Like it's not forced. He's not trying to be a gallus. Where I'm from, they call that being a gallus. Like Jimi Hendrix isn't trying to be a gallus. Jimi Hendrix is just a gallus. He's attracted to women. Some people call that a womanizer, so that's another term. He's not trying to be those things. He just kind of is. And so like maybe the right word for it is none of those things, because it tends to carry like a very bad denotation or connotation. Like the way people feel about those things are not very good, but like what can you do about a god that attracts many women? And there's not much for you to do. They just are. Jimi Hendrix is. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Castles Made of Sand is next. Let's get that going. And if you notice, I'm not really pulling the lyrics into view. I'm trying to let some of the words hit my brain first before I look at the lyrics. So I do that after. Okay, Castles Made of Sand. Oh, that went from something to a little bit of country to a little bit of something. I don't know. I just like how it started. The first 30 seconds of almost every song by the Jimi Hendrix Experience that I've heard so far could be put in a compilation for just the best 30 seconds of anything. It's just so good. That's great. Huh?
Down the street, you can hear her scream, you're a disgrace. And she slams the door in his drunken face. And now he stands outside, and all the neighbors start to gossip and drool. He cries, oh girl, you must be mad. What happened to the sweet love you and me had? Against the door he leans and starts a scene, and his tears fall and burn in garden green. And so castles made of sand fall in the sea eventually.
That's
Little
true.
Indian brave who before he was 10 played war games in the woods with his Indian friends. And he built a dream that when he grew up he would be a fearless warrior, Indian chief. Many moons passed and more the dream grew stronger till tomorrow he would sing his first war song and fight his first battle. But something went wrong. Surprise attack killed him in his sleep that night. And so castles made of sand melts into the sea eventually.
Wow.
was a frown, cause she was crippled for life, but she couldn't speak a sound, and she wished and prayed she could stop living, so she decided to die. She drew a wheelchair to the edge of the shore, and to her legs she smiled, you won't hurt me no more. But then a sight she never seen made her jump and say, look, a golden winged ship is passing my way. And it really didn't have to stop, it just kept on going. And so castles made of sand slips into the sea eventually.
That sound gave echoes of the continent of Asia to me. I gotta listen to that again. I feel like when I heard the first verse, I felt like I knew what he was talking about castles made of sand, just saying something like built on a weak foundation, will fall, it'll fail. Like maybe this wasn't a strong relationship to begin with. He says here, and then your neighbors start to gossip and drool. That's crazy. So many people, they're so excited by drama. Verse 2 kind of threw me off, because I was like, but wait a second, that's not necessarily what you're saying. I don't know. It's interesting. What does this mean? Let's see what their interpretation. You know what? I'm going to listen to it again and I'm going to try it, because sometimes their interpretation also throws me off a bit. So I'm going to listen to it again.
Warrior Indian chief. Many moons passed, more than he grew stronger till tomorrow. He would sing his first war song and fight his first battle. But something went wrong. Surprise attack killed him in his sleep that night. And
I'm like, what is he saying here? Also interesting that he's using the word Indian, because I was just learning a lot more about like Native people today, and somebody was like asking in the comment section, like, what term should I use? Like, what's the best way to refer to your people? Because, they don't want to be disrespectful. And I feel like it's so important to have those conversations versus accepting things at face value. Like how people, like Black people, will say like the N-word and they'll say it to each other, but like you can't say it to them because, it's very upsetting. I wonder if that's like similar in the Native community, or like how that works. I don't know if I'm like, there's definitely, like, I don't feel like could possibly be any overthinking here. Like if there's anything to overthink or to think too much about or to think a lot about, is if we're potentially offending somebody that we claim that we respect or value. So yeah. Anyways, a little Indian brave who before he was 10 played war games in the woods with his Indian friends. So he used to play pretend a lot, and he made up a dream that he would be a fearless chief. And many moons passed and more the dreams grew strong. Okay, so as he got older, the more he wanted to do this, until tomorrow he would sing his first war song and fight his first battle. But something went wrong. Surprise attack killed him in his sleep at night. But why is that a castle made of sand? I don't get it. Maybe I will eventually.
so castles made of sand melts into the sea eventually.
Instrumentation was amazing.
Was a young girl whose heart was a frown, cause she was crippled for life, but she couldn't speak a sound, and she wished and prayed she could stop living, so she decided to die. She drew a wheelchair to the edge of the shore, and to her legs she smiled, you won't hurt me no more. But then a sight she never seen made her jump and say, look, a golden winged ship is passing my way. And it really didn't have to stop, it just kept on going. And so castles made of sand slips into the sea eventually.
That's so good. Wow. I feel like I find it so interesting the different stories that have been put together in this track. Like so very interesting. Let's see what they say about it. This is the inevitability of death, but also the beauty and fragility of life represented by a sandcastle. Nothing is certain and nothing lasts forever. Eventually, things will fall apart. It could also mean the fragility of dreams that are often unfulfilled. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. And then they have a little peanuts drawing, which I've never actually read. Peanuts. This is peanuts, right? I think so. That was probably like one of the best annotations I've ever seen. Castles Made of Sand is a song written by Jimi Hendrix and recorded by the Jimi Hendrix Experience for their 1967 second album Axisboldaslove, produced by Chess Chandler. The song is a biographical story about Hendrix's childhood and was recorded toward the end of the production cycle for Axisboldaslove. Biographical? Huh. How so? That's interesting. How is it biographical? How? Okay. Interesting. All right. Now we're going on to She's So Fun. Another song for me. I'm just joking. I'm not. I really am just joking. Foxy lady. All right, let's keep on going. Yeah. Oh, who's that? Whoa. That's so cool. I feel like I'm too far. Who's the vocalist on this? Who's the vocalist? Come on, people. Expand. Writer, Noel Redding. Good job, Noel. Like, lead vocals, Noel Redding. You see, he has done such a really good job on this. I wonder if Noel has done like other things where he sung on, because I feel like the writing and his vocals pair so perfectly with this song and like what they're trying to communicate, like what they are communicating. I love it. Whoa. Good job, Noel. I love it. Good job. No man, the writing is really good. Wow. Oh, this is a surprising delight. I wasn't expecting to hear other vocalists. I really like it. Okay. Wow. Sounds so haunting. That's so good. That's sick. No man. That's good.
bedside daily. The ground was hot underneath. She's so fine.
Wow. Hey, we gotta listen to that again. It sounded like something this departing. Hello. Holy cow. Trying to like fix these things and get them working is so annoying sometimes. That's first of all, I wasn't expecting to hear Noel singing on this. I think one of the things that also just kind of brought to the fore is the fact that they are all very magical in their own right. Like the writing, his writing here is really great. She walks with a bell clock around her neck, so the hippest thing she's in with time. Her hair glistens like robins on a deck. Very visual. The clock on her neck, I could see it swaying. His voice gave that kind of haunting, hypnotic feeling, and it does speak to her being fine. Not just being fine, but something about her entire essence just kind of attracting these people, pulling them in. Branches attack me from her neck. I love it. And the solos were great. The sun from a cloud sinks into her mind. The rain from a tree soaks into her mind. That's so great. No man, good job, Noel. I wonder what else he's written and sung on. Wow, amazing. All right, we're gonna move on to One Rainy Wish. Ah, she's so very, very fine. The way that it ends, the opening too. Go, Mitch. Guitar. These guys aren't kidding when they name themselves The Experience. The Jimi Hendrix Experience, The Experience. Listen, this is an experience because not only are you being exposed to excellent drumming, you're being exposed to excellent vocalists, excellent writing, excellent timing, and just remarkable imagination. Like, there's no way you don't listen to them and then start like trying to push the boundaries of like your own imagination. Like, it's just, I love it. I love it. I don't know who I'm gonna become after the end of listening to all of Jimmy's work, but I'm excited to see. I'm really excited to see. Let's keep on going with One Rainy Wish. I got one rainy wish. I got one rainy forgive me. I got one rainy wish. Okay. So silly.
Golden rose, the color the color of the dream I had not too long.
I gotta do it again. Gosh. If that had gone on any longer, I think I'd have been in trouble. But luckily for me, I bought tissues. Wow. How great. With the drum, guitar.
Golden rose, the color of the dream I had not too long ago. The misty blue and the lilac blue, never to grow old. There you were under the tree of soul, sleeping so peacefully. In your hand a flower blade, awaiting there for me. I had never laid eyes on you, anymore. It's time to stay. About you walking here, water smile my name, stole my heart away, stole my heart away.
Amazing. Amazing. So this is interesting, the thing about Golden Rose, because they say it was featured on the 1967 album. Oh, okay. Golden Rose. Does a song come up called Golden Rose? No, I don't know. Whatever. Is that, did it mean that's the name of the song? I don't know. Whatever. Um, this is interesting, and I'm really happy that I saw the interview before I listened to this, because again, I feel like that reminds me of just kind of a little bit of how his mind works and how he dreams, because as I said, I don't know if I dream in color, if I dream in black and white. I think I do a little bit in color, a little bit in black and white, probably washed out. It's just really interesting to see this. Misty Blue and Lilac too. That's great. There you were under the tree of someone. I really like this. I really like this. Also, he was very like sing-songy throughout verse 1 and 2, and I've heard him sing, but also like he kind of maintained like a pretty steady melody, or whatever you call it, in his delivery, which I really liked, and it was very different from what I've heard in other things that he's done. So pretty fun. Um, it's such a mellow song. I feel mellowed out.
Golden rose, the color of the dream I had not too long ago. Misty blue and violet blue, never to grow old. Golden rose, the color of the dream I had.
That's good.
Golden rose, the color of the dream I had. Misty blue and violet blue. Golden rose, golden rose, golden rose. It's only a dream. I look
They have so much sense. Like they're so smart. Like the it's so perfect. It feels so good going across my brain. Like I love it. It's not overused. It's not overdone. It just makes sense. The drums are great too.
It's only a dream.
This is perfect.
Tell somebody about this dream. The sky was filled with 1,000 stars. While the sun kissed the mountains blue. And 11 moons played across the rainbows above me and you. Go home and rose, 'cause all the velvet walls surrounds us.
Interesting. Very interesting. Golden rose, the color of the dream I had. Misty blue and lilac too. Huh. 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 You smiled my name. I just like this. You know, it's just a, like to me, it's just a special thing that his music exists, and listening to this is just very calming. It's just a calming experience. I feel like, because I know that he placed so much value and importance on the dreams he had. I don't know. It just makes it a very special song to me. I like it. I really like that one. And now we have Bold as Love, which which I heard. I believe it was Mike that recommended this to me. And boy, I spent forever trying to understand what Bold as Love meant. It took me a while. And then I feel like also, I was really like, I don't know, like, his delivery on that is not necessarily like his delivery on Six Was Nine, or Little Wing or 1983. So it's like, it was like a different sound, and I had to kind of tune my brain to that frequency. But once I was tuned in, I really got it. And, it's one of my favorites. So let me listen to it again. It's been a while.
Anger, he smiles, towering, shiny metallic purple armor.
Oh, wait. I went past Little Miss Lover. I am sorry. Little Miss Lover it is. But they're all bold as love. I can't wait to get to it. All right, Little Miss Lover it is. That feels like hip hop.
Little miss, lover, where have you been in this world for so long? Well, I love the lover. I got a feels like you would just like to take along.
This is my what now?
Really don't need any help, little girl, but I think you can help me out anyway. Would you believe, baby? I've been looking for a song that feels like this for some time. Excuse me.
It's pretty clear to me that when people were doing these movies where they were supposed to be like these slick talking, cool, effortless, bike riding, thoughtful dudes, they were trying to be Jimi Hendrix. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah. Jimi Hendrix is a blueprint. He's the blueprint. Yep, yep, yep. It makes sense. It just feels like almost all of the films that I've seen from that time, which we will be watching. Tell me what songs, what movies. I want to do movies from like before the 2000s, everything before then. We're going to start with Psycho, because it came up in a Bob Dylan thing. And we're going to also do the Jimi Hendrix documentary too. I believe, I don't remember what it's called, but I think it's called something. It has his name in the title. If I find the picture, I'll put it up. But we're going to watch that too. But yeah, movies. Isn't that fun? Tell me what movie I should watch from your time. Ah, I love movies. All right. I love this. This is so cool. It's just cool. It's just so cool. Yeah, he's a man.
Really don't need any help, little girl, but I think you can help me out in any
Look at
way.
her.
Would you believe, baby? I've been looking for a song that feels like me for some time. Excuse me while I see if the gypsy in me is right. If you don't mind,
I just love you like
it
this.
signals me okay. So I think it's safe to say I'm gonna make a play. Oh yeah. See me what pause, baby. I'll give it to her. Get into it.
I just want to like pause real quick and mention that I do like this part where he says, I've been looking for a soul that feels like you for some time. Just such interesting use of language and interesting delivery of these ideas. Like he writes in such a spiritual way, like less from like, somebody might say, I've been looking for someone like you, but he's been looking for a soul that feels like you. That's interesting writing. It's really good. I really like it. Do I need to learn about gypsies? Because it's just interesting. He says, if the gypsy, excuse me while I see if the gypsy in me is right. If you don't mind, well, he signals me okay. So I think it's safe to say I'm going to make my play. Interesting. So he consults with himself, with the gypsy side of him, to see if this is what he ought to be doing. It's good writing. It's very creative, very wondrous. That's what I get whenever I listen to Jimi Hendrix, is a whole lot of wonder. It is wonderful. It makes me wonder. Anger, Bold as Love, is up next. Did they write anything about this? This was the 12th song of the Jimi Hendrix Experience. Little Miss Lover was recorded in Olympic Sound Studios in London on October 1st, 1967. It was originally planned to be the single to follow The Wind Cries Mary. Oh boy, that's such a petty song. I love it. But it was instead kept on the album. It was the first to feature the use of a muted wah-wah effect, on which many guitarists used in the future. However, this made the song difficult to perform and was rarely featured in live sets. The song features powerful bass line played by Reddy, which complements Jimmy's wah-wah guitar riffs and muted strings. Hendrix's singing has a blues-type sound and works well with the pattern established by the drums and bass. I wish I had something that could isolate like all of the different sounds, like vocals here, bass here, drums here, guitars here, so that I could then be able to like appreciate each on their own. I wish there was software like that exists that would just like split it apart so that I could listen to it that way. But yeah, and probably even just mute it so that I could then hear the rest of the song without some instruments and see how they build on and complement each other. Because I mean, I'm still learning how to listen. As I've shared before, I'm working on my ear so that I can better understand and appreciate the music. But yeah, if there's software like that, I'm gonna have to try to find it. Bold as Love. We're on the final track of Axisboldaslove. I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging with me. I don't know. It's been a really great experience learning and experiencing Jimi Hendrix with all of you. Thank you so much for the feedback and the education and the guidance. I think we should do more things together that's not just the music. Like we did the interview the other day, and we should keep up with the interviews and the documentaries and everything that's going to help to really color in, Jimi Hendrix to people like myself who just wouldn't know where to begin or who Jimi Hendrix is. And I hope that at the end of this, anybody comes to me and says, "Who's Jimi Hendrix?" I'll be able to tell them without a doubt who he is and why he is worth listening to and making a part of their lives, because I feel like Jimi Hendrix is just essential listening for human beings. You don't want to miss this. You know what I'm saying? People used to say that in ads, like, you don't want to miss this. You don't want to miss this. You want to listen to Jimi Hendrix. He is for the humans. He is for the humans. Let's go for Bold as Love.
Anger, he smiles, towering and shining
Towering?
metallic purple armor. Queen jealousy, envy waits behind him. Her fiery green gown stares at the grassy ground.
Snares.
All the life-giving waters taken for granted. They quietly understand. Once happy turquoise armies lay opposite ready, but wonder why the fight is on. But they're all bold as love. Yes. They're all bold as love. Yeah.
That's great.
They're all bold as love.
Just as.
The answers.
And at the time, I was just so caught up in trying to like understand the lyrics that I did not. It's like I didn't immerse myself in the music. But now I'm gonna do that.
Opposite ready, but wonder why the fight is on. But they're all bold as love.
That's great.
They're all bold as love. Yeah. They're all bold as love. Just ask the answers. My red is so confident in
That's so
flashes,
good.
trophies of war and ribbons of euphoria. Orange is young, full of daring, but very unsteady for the first go round. My yellow in this case is not so mellow. In fact, I'm trying to say it's fighting like me. And all of these emotions of mine keep holding me from giving my life to a rainbow like you. But I'm yeah, I'm bold as love. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm bold as love. Yeah.
I don't know. You see, as I said, like when I'm listening to this to me sounds perfect. And when I had listened to it, like the first time, it did take some calibrating from me to really hear this. It's kind of surprising. It's kind of surprising that it took me. It's so interesting. That's actually such an interesting thing. Like, like, oh, you be talking to people and you're trying to explain yourself, but they're just not hearing you. And you're like, what's stopping you from hearing me? I wonder what it was that at the first time I heard this, like, I wasn't like, it's just interesting. It took me a while. That's curious. Because I love this. So, I don't know. And I loved it the first time too, but I loved it in a different way. Like I appreciated the difference of it. I appreciated that it was something that I didn't know. But now it's just like I accept it as a part of Jimi Hendrix and as a part of his world. I don't know. It's curious.
I'm bold as love. Just ask the answers.
Nice
He
inflection.
knows everything. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's amazing. That's great. Oh, God. That's perfect. That's crazy. Battery's trying to check out on me. I'm a voodoo child, Lord. Oh, Lord. Child. Listen. Boulder's Love was like the perfect track to end the song. I really enjoyed this. I'm probably gonna be playing that last, what was it, like 2 minutes? Because so the entire outro is this last 2 minutes. I'm gonna be playing that again. That was so good. No, man. No. Hold on. We have to do it again. That's great. And then this is such a fake out. I thought it was gonna end there. But then it quiets down and it picks right up again. That drumming, dude. That's dope. That's crazy. Amazing. The way they the way that it also like exits and you can like feel the sound like departing is also kind of cool. It's cool. Almost sounds like when a vehicle is driving or has like left. That's wonderful. Well, my friends, we have arrived at the end of Axis, Bold as Love. And once we are finished with some of these other, I have to be so careful with putting my glass on because the silly little mic picks up every single sound. Um, but yeah, once we, now that we're at the end of this, we're gonna move on to Electric Ladyland, but that's probably gonna be like maybe like 2 weeks from now or something like that because we're gonna want to do a few of his documentaries. Maybe it's gonna be a little bit more than 2 weeks because I also have a Beatles album I want to jump into, and we're gonna do Bringing It All Back Home from Bob Dylan and Are You Still Down from Tupac. So quite a lot of music to go through. So in the meantime, we're gonna do like his documentary and a few other interviews that I've found on archive.org. So that's gonna be fun to go through with you guys. Yeah. So thank you for hanging with me. Let me scooch over to the center. Thank you for hanging with me. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's hard to call this a reaction. It's kind of just weird because I feel we're just hanging out and chilling. But I'm glad. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. Let me know what you think in the comments. And just like a quick recap, I guess. For me, I totally enjoyed the album. I enjoyed Experience, Up from the Skies, Spanish Castle Magic. A lot of it from, I think these three all sounded very, you know, gave like very extraterrestrial, reincarnated, otherworldly vibes, which I really liked. Spanish Castle Magic, Wait Until Tomorrow, Ain't No Telling, just really good. Little Wing, wow. If 6 was 9, You Got Me Floating. It's just, she's so fine. I really enjoyed this. I think what I'm gonna end up doing is I'll probably, as I typically do, I'll be listening to this again just to see, kind of do like a little bit of a deeper dive into some of these songs. And, I may do a recap, like an album review or something, because I don't really understand how some folks don't like this. Or like it's not in their top. It has to be. All of Jimmy's music, all his songs are my children. I love them so much. They're so precious to me. But yeah, this was really great. I hope you enjoyed it. And I shall see you for some of these other things that are coming up on the channel. It's been kind of a slow week for me, especially with like trying to navigate copyright issues. They just, man, they really be coming for me with this Jimmy stuff. But it is what it is, I guess. So yeah, I'll see you on the other side of this. There are other Bob Dylan things coming out too, so definitely check those out. Beatles stuff coming out. And yeah, I shall see you in the next one. Peace.